This April, Tim and I headed to California for 2 weeks. We had work and meetings planned, but we were also looking forward to seeing friends and having a change of scenery.
Timmy, look here.
We landed in LA and drove down to San Diego right away for some water project meetings. On this trip, we ended up capturing a lot of small, random little moments along the way. Some funny, spontaneous, quiet moments together. Here's a look at our time in California.
Come along with us. So today is a big day for Tim. What's happening today?
Today I get to speak at Hill City Church here in Los Angeles with Pastor Dietrich Haddon. And we're just happy that we're invited to come and be part of his church service and be able to share about the work that we're doing with water all over the world.
So this morning we were up pretty early. Well, we're always up early because of the time difference. And then I drove so that Tim could rest for this and not have to stress out. And so let's see how this goes.
Got a picture there too.
Second.
Tim, Mutu. Come on, y'all, do better than that. Help me. He's going to share with you the vision.
It is so good to be with you here. Once my parents would give me, I would help people. And I remember I was sitting with my pastor and I said, whatever I want to get educated in, I want to use that education to help people. Doesn't matter what it is. I want to be able to help some people.
Yeah.
And I became an engineer.
Wow.
I became an engineer and I actually worked here in California for other people. Everything that God's created you to be, He loves. Right?
Thank you, Jesus.
Reach into that purpose that God has for you and that destiny. So thank you for having me, brother.
Okay, this is better.
I'm really glad on this trip we were able to work out a few times because it really helps.
Okay, here is Anita working, and she's using cookie boxes. These are gifts we brought from Canada for people, so she's using them to help with her ergonomic setup.
When the boxes are all given, I don't know what I'll do. I'll have to look for a dictionary or something.
Perfect.
This is Timmy making coffee for me. So it's been a bit cloudy, and Tim wants to prove to me that it'll get sunny today by showing me the weather map. Are the clouds gonna leave today?
We hope. We're praying for sun. We did a lot of driving on this trip. From LA to San Diego was just over 2 hours, and back to LA another couple hours. And from there we went all the way to Sacramento, 6 to 7 hours, and then back to LA. On our first time through LA, we pulled over at Manhattan Beach. It was just so beautiful to see the ocean. We also stopped at one of our favorites, In-N-Out, thinking it would be the first time of many, but it ended up being our only visit on the trip. Up in Sacramento, we had some water project meetings and also got to go on a hike with a friend. It was really nice to be out in nature and, of course, fit in a little bit of exercise. And one night, we went to this brewery that happened to have a swing band playing in the corner. And this is the kind of music my dad would play all the time as I was growing up. I just loved it. I love live music.
After a few days in Sacramento, we made our way back down to LA. It's a long drive, and we originally planned to split it. Tim would drive 2 hours, then I'd take over, then him again, but I ended up staying in the driver's seat and driving for over 5 hours and was pretty tired by the time we got back. But it was a really beautiful drive. We took Highway 5, which is very flat and easy for most of the way, until you hit the mountains, and then it's a bit of a roller coaster. Back in LA, we finally had some downtime.
Manhattan Beach.
And I worked up the courage and found the time to go for a swim.
Ready? She's off to the Pacific Ocean.
It was a bit cold at first, and the waves are really strong, so quite intimidating. But once I got in past the break, it felt amazing. I just love being in the water, and I can't wait for more ocean time this year. We wanted to do a sunset dinner somewhere, and this became my favorite moment of the trip.
Yep, of course.
Thanks, Timmy.
Staring at a little taco.
Our car taqueria. You didn't tell me you could make a seat out of a chair? I learned from Timmy having my first ever backseat car dinner. Romantic sunset dinner, squatting in the backseat.
So we drove to the coast, but it's very windy there, and there were no picnic tables, so we ended up eating in the back seat. And then Tim actually used the seat as a table, and then so did I, and I just couldn't stop laughing the whole time.
On one of our last days in LA, we drove down the coast, which was exactly what I wanted and was hoping for Anita and I on this trip. It was just so beautiful. We saw the vastness of the Pacific Ocean and the cliffs. They were just so amazing.
Here we go. So here's the video. This button in the corner. Okay, so cheers.
We also got to spend some time with my good friends Tanya and Nico, who are now Anita and my friends. We had a great sunset dinner by the beach, and just about when we were about to leave, we saw something in the sky that looked like a rocket. I've always wanted to see one, and honestly, this was so amazing. I looked up it after on the internet, and it turned out it was a SpaceX launch. By the time we saw it, it had just taken off a couple minutes earlier. So Tanya and Nico are hairstylists, and they surprised us by cutting our hair. They invited us to their beautiful hair salon, and it was an incredible experience to see their giftings and talents. I met Tanya and Nico in 2008, so many years ago, in East Africa, and we've been great friends since. Anytime I get to come down to LA, I always connect with Nico and we get to hang out.
Wow. Look at this guy.
I like it a little.
Faded.
Thank you.
Drake ain't got nothing on you, bro.
Nice,
Now you gotta grow out a little 5 o'clock shadow. Get some swag in there, dude.
What are we doing today? So I love it long. Kind of. It's a little left over from the wave. But
Then you have that much more hair.
how long is it placed on the market?
Where it's not so flat and you
Yeah.
have like 2 long pieces.
Yeah.
Like if you had volume here, now it's in this outer
Yeah.
section that's covering, and then you're opening it up so that this can breathe with it.
Yeah.
You want this.
For many years, I've had long hair. I grew it out for the wedding. I've grown it out for a long time. I decided to let them do their thing and give me something fresh. I haven't had layers like this for many years, and after having long hair for so long, I didn't even notice how heavy it had become, and it feels amazing to have something fresh.
So yeah. Oh my god, see?
So we're gonna screenshot. Wait. How do we?
Like this.
That's it?
We are back in Toronto, back at home. We got back on Sunday night and have had a couple days to reset. I unpacked pretty quickly, but Tim is still working on his suitcase.
Well, I had a big presentation to make on the next day, and then I also was receiving an award. So my laundry is being done and my unpacking is being done right now.
It's happening right after this. So we have 3.5 weeks at home to reset, which really works out because then we have another big adventure coming up later in May. Where are we going?
So we are headed to the continent of Africa, to Uganda. It's in East Africa.
So it's going to be my first time going back there in over 10 years. And what are we going to be doing in Uganda?
So we're going to be doing a big, large-scale village water system, and also for an orphanage, a wonderful orphanage of a couple hundred young people. And I was just there last October. I was there, so it's wonderful. I'm so excited to go, and we are going together.
Yes, this is our first time going as a married couple. If some of you might have seen our reels or our shorts that we filmed last February, we were in Kenya also commissioning a water project, and I got to make a number of kind of documentary style reels that showed what goes on. So this time we are going to try something different. We're going to be filming even more while we're in Uganda and sharing a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of what it actually takes to pull these water projects off.
So you're going to see a lot, learn a lot, and we're excited because we're working with our team. We have videographers, photographers that we're working with right on the ground in the country of Uganda. We're just so excited about that.
Yeah, we're trying something different. I'm going to be pushing a little bit harder to capture more of that journey and share it with you guys. So looking forward to these couple weeks of rest before we go. So I hope you enjoyed this California vlog. It was our first time vlogging since we got married, and it was fun to watch it and edit it. So we hope you enjoyed watching it too.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.
See you soon.
See you soon.